What is up, YouTube? Welcome in and welcome back. So today we're going to take another look at Babymonster, and we're doing these kind of focus looks at each one of them, and I'm doing them in the order that the director, executive director, picked them out and put them up when they did the reveal. They did a reveal where they put up each one as the order which he thought that they how they made the group. Part of that was because it was a bit of a show. Um, because there was seven of them, and a lot of people thought there would be five. In fact, he said there would be five. It wouldn't. He said it wouldn't be seven. That's for sure. Um, so there's this whole drama around, and then ended up all seven of them made it. But she was the fourth member picked. Um, uh, HARAM, um, and she was a child model at the age of 2 doing ads and toy and clothes commercials. And if you ever see the pictures of her when she was 2 years old, she's just she looks like a doll. Like she doesn't look real. She's so cute. Um, her role model. Almost everybody in this group has a black pink role model, and her role model is Rose. Um, and there was actually one and during one of her evals. Um, she was freaking out because Rose was sitting there. And it wasn't one in the last evals. It was one early when I think it was 2019 or something like that. Yeah, Rose is sitting there and she's just like, she's singing, and, Rose gave her great compliments. So she was really happy with that. Um, Things that were said by during the last eval, and these are from the people that had to evaluate her and stuff, that she has a lot of charm. And I thought this was an irreplaceable vocalist, which was a kind of an interesting um, term I heard, um, and unrivaled presence. And then the executive director said um, he would put her voice up against a renowned pop singer. So she'd already had it, made far as the voice goes. Um, and then they all had their, in their little video about each one, there was all had kind of I call it a big emotional moment. And for her, it was her surprise birthday party. I've seen like there's like three of them now that they've had where they've shown they had birthday parties. Um, and so she's standing there, and I don't know, they're getting ready to do something, and then all of a sudden, I think it was uh, one of the other girls, Chiquita or somebody like that, said, "Oh, wait a minute," and she's looking around, and and they had a screen up, and up on the screen was all the members, and they had, it was like they recorded a birthday message for her. And then it was also interesting that some of the later videos, they gray out, or whatever what we call it, unfocus or blur out a person who is actually not in the group. So at that point, when that video was shot, there was one extra person that didn't make the group. And every time I see that, I feel bad. I was like, God, she was like the last one. You can't see her face. You just know it was probably a big emotional thing. But anyway, yeah. So they had this. It was really nice birthday. I think it was Chiquita and Roku made a birthday cake from scratch for her. They all did like birthday cards and messages. Um, and I think she was really touched by particularly like um, Python, and I think somebody else. Some of the girls that weren't from Korea, actually had notes that they wrote in Korean for her and stuff. It was just a really nice birthday party. They had a cake and everything, and it was just fun. Um, so yeah, that was her big thing. As soon as she saw him, she started crying. She was so happy. She might be, at least in my opinion, one of the hardest working uh, members. Ayan's very hardworking, but she had to work extra hard with her dancing. One, she's tall. She's a tall woman with long arms and legs, which is hard to do some of the moves they do. At least that's what the the dance trainer said. And so to get her dancing up, she rented a studio near her where she lived, um, and would practice 9 or 10 hours a day um, to get better. So yeah, let's check her out.
You said that I've been acting different, yeah. Funny how I finally fit the script, yeah. But you the one who's so different, yeah. You're so sneaky how I call you slipping out. You're off the lease, run me my keys. No more hitting on my phone, yeah. I never got the most tripping, yeah. No phone, hostess, brand new. Like to wear a bracket, no assist. They 1-9 average, way down, did a energy, feeling it. Look at my chest, I'm too thick. I ain't got the room for extra baggage. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings while I'm a feeling. But please, I need memories, all that is, you can keep it right. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. The time I spent in the past, yeah. These boys you get, none me to no sneaker. Oh, I hush, don't know. You're looking forward to me, right? Right. Now I take the weight of me.
Okay, right here, especially the younger guys in the audience. She's doing this performance for all the people that train them, the dance trainer, the executive producer. There's what they call seniors, which are other artists that are on the same label as in the same entertainment company. And these guys were literally just falling back in their seat when she hit this part. It was just unreal. Um, it was so funny watching them, just like, oh my god, she's awesome. The,
Units, hurry up, pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces, yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
yeah, yeah, I'd forgotten that. That's the song she had to do kind of in her last eval as a solo. Solo. They all had to do a solo song. That's what I'm covering here. Um, but the camera flashed to these guys, and they were just like falling backwards, like, "Oh my god, she's awesome!" And when it was all done, the comments were, "She killed it. She smashed it." Like I said, people were falling over the seat. Everybody was just so impressed, and not just the people that evaluate voices. I was noticing the dance trainer. She was just like had a huge smile on her face. So, um, and when I first heard this, first thing in my mind, I was like, "There's a black woman living inside of this girl," because she's such a soulful singer. And I actually had never heard this song before, and I had to go look it up. And it was Jasmine Sullivan. I had never heard of her, but man, she has got a rocking voice. Um, so I see why she made the group. All she had to do was kind of get her dancing together, and she had it made. But she's got an incredible voice. She may end up being one of the stars of the show when it's all said and done. Um, but yeah, the group as a all of them as a group, they really help each other. It's really touching to see how they support each other, and the birthday parties are always fun. Um, they help each other with languages because there's two Japanese, two from Thailand, and two and three from Korea. And I think one of their kind of what they're trying to get here with these groups, and it seems to be like kind of like Blackpink is to be able, they'll be able to market them in three places, not talking about plus America and and everywhere else where they speak English, and they have to learn all these languages. They have to be able to sing in Japanese, sing in Korean, sing in English. So, um, yeah, it's and I think I said before, Blackpink is their role models, and hers is Rose. So, anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, and if you found this interesting, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.